you're carrying a weapon, a gun there.
Right.
So if you're pro-life, why are you carrying a gun?
We have that freedom in America. I mean, it's important that people recognize that without order, then we're living in chaos. So there has to be order. And there's got to be people that's willing to defend what's right and what's good.
This TikTok features an interview with an anti-choice protester outside of a clinic. The topic shines a light on his drive to protect unborn children and his thoughts on mass shootings, which, according to the New England Journal of Medicine, guns kill more US children and adolescents between 1 and 19 years old than any other means. The protester goes into the typical right-wing spiel: guns equal order, freedom, and then a defense against the invisible chaos surrounding us. It's about what's good versus what's bad, and then he makes this interesting claim when asked about solutions to mass shootings.
What is your opinion on what we can do about the babies that are being killed in schools with gun violence? Do you do anything about that? You're obviously spending a lot of time here and doing this to protect babies' lives. What are you doing, or what do you think can be done, or what can you do to start to prevent that?
I love that question. Increase guns.
It's like everything logic flies out the window for them when confronted with reality. More access and more guns lead to more gun deaths in a culture where that's acceptable.
Was there ever an instance where you were like, these mass shootings have to stop? Either after Columbine or Aurora or the South Carolina church or the Planned Parenthood in Colorado, or the shooting just last week in Buffalo, or the shooting this week?
There's no real true answer for that. It's like asking anybody to go like, well, it's a trick question. I mean, I understand what you're trying to get at, and I'm not going to be able to answer that.
I will never give up my firearms. I will never surrender my AR-15. If Democrats want to push an insane gun grab, they can come and take it. Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Hey everybody, this is Congressman Ronnie Jackson from the great state of Texas. I have a message for the Biden administration. If you're thinking about taking our ARs, you can start here in Texas. On behalf of all the law-abiding gun owners in the state of Texas, I just want to say, come and get it.
This was unprompted. No one's going to take his guns away, and no one said they would. But look at him. And as this article from the Daily Beast points out, Representative Ronnie Jackson had one of his AR-15s pointed at himself. He could have shot himself in the foot. But for the sake of others, and because bullets come back down, I'm glad he didn't just shoot his gun off into the air for no reason. That would be weird.
Happy Independence Day, America. Freedom is brought to you by a bunch of guys with guns. We're celebrating freedom from England and Delta Dental.
That was Gary Scott, a dentist based in Caledonia, Michigan, who posted this video on his Facebook page on July 4th, but it went viral after it began circulating on Twitter. Before we get into what he says, we need to talk about what he shows, what we see. Because I know what you're thinking, and I'm going to state the obvious. This dude is killing this look. Shorty got some homemade cut-off jeans. Boots are absurd. But what he's wearing matches what someone who would say, Happy Independence Day, America. Freedom was brought to you by a bunch of guys with guns. We're celebrating freedom from England and Delta Dental would say. Anyways, Twitter user @DaveNewWorld2 shared the video with his more than 200,000 followers, where it received more than 530,000 views and nearly 4,000 retweets. Shout out to @AynRandPaul, who said, gives flossing a whole new meaning. You won the comment section. Now, I couldn't tell if Gary Scott means we're celebrating freedom from England and celebrating Delta Dental, or we're celebrating freedom from England and freedom from Delta Dental, because if it's the second one, the latter, I'm willing to ride with my dude. Personal news, I'm going to be getting braces in a few weeks, and Delta Dental isn't paying the orthodontist anything. So I'm willing to march on the offices of Delta Dental at this point. I'll take some scissors to these Nike shorts. What is that? A 5-inch inseam? Because there's no better way to celebrate America than to only care about something when it affects you in a negative way.
I mean, the gun culture in the United States really is extreme. We have a large enough group of people, let alone, let's not even talk about NRA and other gun manufacturers. We have a large enough group of people in this country who create a voting bloc who believe that nothing should be done gun-wise. I mean, the Senate just came to a bipartisan agreement, raising the age limit to purchase semi-automatics from 18 to 21 off the table in the Senate. But they're cool with enhanced background checks for people up to 21. So after 21, we don't need those enhanced background checks the same way. But no, the age limit, I mean, we can't even touch an age limit because people think that if we do anything at all, they're going to come take all our guns away. When the reality is, one, that's never going to happen because there's too much money involved and it's too ingrained in the culture. And two, they don't have to take all your guns away to come take you out, as we just discussed. So it really is amazing how extreme our gun culture in this country really is.